The explosion in popularity of tabletop games can primarily be traced back to one thing. Over the course of the COVID-19 pandemic, a lot of people wanted games to play or to pass the time, and they didn't have a clue of what to do. So, people came to various gaming stores until nightfall to learn about the games that they've always wanted to learn, so the experienced people can give them a guide to everything. And it's not just the ice rink at Clinton Square behind me that's completely deserted, it's the entire city as well. Green Planet Grocery's unique brand and style makes it able to stay afloat despite the nationwide shortages, so local brands and products can stay on the shelves. Ricky Fowler and Xander Schauffele both hit a -8. That does not happen. It is the lowest any golfer has hit under 62 in the history of the U.S. Open. Yes, we do have some more details about the nature of this crime. Now, Faye, the mother swan, was confirmed by authorities to be captured and killed by 3 suspects, 2 juveniles and 1 young adult. According to the New York State Department of Transportation, there are over 17,450 bridges across New York State. The majority of these are owned by the state, the rest by businesses and municipalities.
Hitting on 2s.
Give me the money for my friend.
Counterspell, counterspell, counterspell.
Excitement, lingo, and all those cards, dice, and figurines. All of these and more exist in the world of tabletop games. Tabletop games are games that can be played on a flat surface, including board games, card games, and role-playing games. Board games are played on a specialized board. Card games are played with unique types of cards, and role-playing games exist in the theater of the mind. A tight-knit community gathers to play these games, including people from all walks of life.
I'm a retired military veteran.
I just got a job at the library.
I actually work full-time at TCG Player.
Hunter, Tanya, and Justin come from all over central New York, gathering in stores to play their games.
I feel much nerdier.
And share their interests. And these stores they gather in are not your average stores. While they do sell your favorite dice, minis, and other supplies, they also hold tournaments and open table nights for players to socialize and compete. Spider, manager of Unplugged Gaming in Manlius, has held these events at the store for over a year, and he loves to see the community come together.
We give you a place, as you can see behind me, a place for people to gather. There's no actual event going on today. This is literally just people who just came in on a Saturday to play their favorites.
The community has broken out of its shell over the past few years due to a large spike in popularity, one that did not go unnoticed by Brian Horton, game manager of the art store.
It's definitely come around. It used to be that you didn't talk to your friends about all of this and you kind of kept it quiet what you did, and now the culture has allowed for everyone to expand, to grow. The explosion in popularity of tabletop games can primarily be traced back to one thing. Over the course of the COVID-19 pandemic, a lot of people wanted games to play or to pass the time, and they didn't have a clue of what to do. So, people came to various gaming stores until nightfall to learn about the games that they've always wanted to learn, so the experienced people can give them a guide to everything.
Because everybody was stuck at home. What are you going to do? Play board games, play card games, collect, stuff like that.
The global board game market skyrocketed over the course of the pandemic, where it is now valued at around $13.4 billion and is expected to grow 7 to 11% over the next 5 years. As for card games, those are up 29%, and strategic card games are up 209% and have no signs of slowing down. The surge in popularity over COVID also lined up with role-playing games breaking out into the public eye, with shows like Critical Role and Dimension 20 broadcasting Dungeons & Dragons campaigns for a live audience, and the Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves movie being met with widespread acclaim. However, the greatest part of these niche games and interest is not just the fun, it is also
an escape. You're delving into that world and escaping and playing and letting your mind just do what you enjoy.
The therapeutic and communal aspect of tabletop games is the true driving force that brings these people to Unplugged Gaming and the art store, as so many people's lives have been changed by the games they love to play.
I've met my lifelong friends. I've been best man at my friends' weddings that I've met at a game store through playing like even Magic the Gathering or another card game.
I did end up going down a somewhat dark path, and those friends invited me to live with them. I lived with them and we played D&D almost on a daily basis. And it really, really helped me kind of become human again.
You know, ever since I started playing, like even like in different like stores and like different like places in different states as well, just this whole community is just really nice.
I love playing competitive style games, and most of all I get to hang out with my friends at these cool events, so that's what I love most about it, is the community.
Tabletop games have saved lives and brought unlikely friends together, so now people from all over the state and country can freely talk about their hobbies, passing their interests to the next generation.
I have to kill all of your flying behemoths.
Watch your flying creatures because this can block flying, okay? Because it has reach.
In Syracuse, Andrew Macbeth,
Your quarry is headed further north.
NCC News. Hi, I'm Andrew Macbeth for NCC Sports. Central New York, as we all know, is a hot spot for lacrosse, with tons of high school and college athletes playing the sport for years. And the city of Syracuse has been providing a way for those athletes to continue their careers over the summer.
Oh, it's absolutely lacrosse weather. I love playing in the rain, you know.
The grind never stops. At the turf at Henninger High School, the Men's City League offers some competition and conditioning to the student athletes in the area. Founded in 2008, the City Lacrosse League started with local high school, college, and professional players just wanting to continue their sport in the off-season. Local athletes continued this tradition, leading to what it looks like today.
It's really cool seeing, like different, like local high school players playing against each other. Maybe they play against each other in college or together in college, and they come back for the summer, haven't seen each other in a year or two, and it's, kind of catch up and, like just stay in shape and, kind of stay sharp for the summer.
The league offers a casual and competitive setting of lacrosse, one where people can work on their skills in the off-season and even keep playing after the collegiate careers end. UAlbany midfielder Jake Moran is in his second year in college and plays in the league to stay loose and keep his game at the highest level.
When you're in college, you're used to playing with like a certain set of people, there's certain play styles, but then you come out here and everyone's completely different, so you kind of have to like change in a way, but I think that's like very versatile. You can put in your own arsenal.
And it's not just the conditioning and practice that keeps them going, it's also the connections. The lacrosse community is tight-knit with an everyone knows everyone feel, no matter where you play.
We all went like Division I, everyone's doing their own thing, but then we all come back here and we're either playing on the same team or the different team. But it's just good to see the guys, coming out here, seeing how much better or worse they gotten.
Even in Wednesday's rain, the league carries on, because according to Moran,
beats being hot, that's for sure.
And that rain was no joke on Wednesday, but lacrosse players are simply, as they say, built different. The league will continue through August with a postseason tournament. Yes, Paulina, in a press conference this morning, Mayor Ben Walsh, County Executive Ryan McMahon, and representatives from CNY Works and On Point for College announced a summer jobs partnership for Syracuse youth. This will not only help with preparing students for college, but also the rigor of a working life in their future.
This is a win-win. This is a win for our young people, giving them skills and opportunities over the summer, and this is a win for our employers.
This is what Syracuse Mayor Ben Walsh had to say about the partnership with CNY Works and On Point for College for summer youth employment. In previous years, the organizations were able to help many students with employment, no matter what level of education or qualification. Recent SUNY Brockport graduate Abraham Haley worked with On Point to secure jobs with Diversify New York and DM Life, and this experience helped him achieve his bachelor's in business administration.
They're there to help you. They want to help you. It's just you got to make the effort to see that you want the help and that you want to kind of like pursue a career, because no one can help you unless you want the help.
Haley's success is thanks to his drive to succeed and the opportunities On Point helped him secure, an invaluable resource for students looking for work. Syracuse is full of aspiring students looking to succeed, and Mayor Walsh is calling for these local businesses to open their doors and be part of the solution. SUNY ESF junior Angie Gigino is one of these students looking for work, and she sees the value in what this project provides.
I think it could definitely maybe offer some more clarity and reassurance as they're in the graduating, because I know it can be a pretty intimidating time in someone's life when they're graduating. So I think
the youth across Syracuse and Onondaga County will have access to these programs in July and August for a 6-week period, a valuable time for job searching and starting the next level of education. For more information about the summer youth employment programs, visit cnyworks.com or email them at referrals@cnyworks.com. Reporting from the studio, this is Andrew Macbeth. Back to you. Good afternoon and welcome to NCC News at 4 o'clock. I'm Andrew MacBeath.
And I'm Elena Lucido.
Good afternoon and welcome to NCC News at 4. I'm Cole Kirst.
And I'm Andrew MacBeath. For our top story today, the United States Coast Guard continues to search for the submarine near the wreckage of the Titanic. The rescue effort is in full swing for the missing OceanGate Titan and its crew. NCC's national correspondent Laddie Springer is in the studio to explain what we learned from today's Coast Guard update. Laddie? Onondaga County legislators met today to discuss the purchase of a plot of land for the new $85 million aquarium project. Carl Winter is at the legislative building where this important vote took place, and it seems that there are some people that are displeased with the vote. Carl? And today marks the 79th anniversary of D-Day, the historic invasion of the Axis Europe in World War II. On the day to remember, Onondaga County has two major connections to the battle. E.R. Curley Vandovenker was the only war correspondent accredited by General Douglas MacArthur, and Captain Frank Lillyman was the first paratrooper to set foot on Normandy Beach ahead of D-Day. How cool, I'm getting ready to party in Syracuse because Afro Man is coming to town. The rapper known for hits such as Because I Got High and Crazy Rap will be performing at the Westcott Theater tonight with Vinnie Freeman and Def One at 8 p.m. The Grammy-nominated artist mixes comedy and rap in his biggest hit album, The Good Times, released in 2001 and still garners support 22 years later. And with legalized cannabis coming soon in the New York Central area, it seems only fitting that Afro Man would perform his set this week.